live.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're having a fantastic evening tonight. We are all having a wonderful evening tonight. Myself, because Monster Hunter now came out, and I'm now walking around my area hunting monsters from the Monster Hunter series, including the Barreth. And well, we'll find out why other folks are having a good night after some announcements. Here they are. We got announcements. Other shows on the channel. Friday, Astral Calling, Space, The Final Frontier, but they're in a game, but it's like a virtual world. Luna's personality got ripped out of her body. Evie's trying to stop a lesser version of Evie from taking over Luna's body.
A worse version.
A worse version. They're in a... The best way to put it, think of this next floor as a cross between Parappa the Rapper, Cooking Mama, and Battle Chef Brigade.
Think of it like we were transported inside the Nintendo Switch of someone with severe undiagnosed ADHD, and we are jumping from video game to video game.
I feel like that's a dig.
I was gonna say that
Maybe.
feels a little
like a
too
dig,
targeted,
McKenna.
buddy.
It's like there's no one game type that they have committed to. So it's like, here's a little bit of a farming sim, here's a little bit of Cooking Mama, here's like a little bit of Call of Duty.
McKenna,
there's
play
no-
nice.
Imagine a banana. Except, never mind. Scrap the banana. It's nothing like that.
I will say I tend to stick to like RPGs, platformers, and puzzles.
It wasn't
That's-
meant to be a dig at you.
It felt a little bit like a dig at me. Speaking
I mean,
of
if
digs,
the shoe fits, I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't meant to be a dig at you.
speaking of shoes, you can see Garl break the laws of physics and many other things because of the shoes they're wearing in our Solasta playthrough.
So, if there's another way to do it now, Garl never leaps from platform to platform now. She will walk straight down in defiance of gravity with her spider climb boots, and then across a spider web we didn't see there, and then climb back up the pillar. It's very unnerving to watch.
As she should.
Queen.
We're coming to
Queen.
the end of Solasta, and when we get there, we're going to go into Baldur's Gate 3 as a multiplayer run. So I've actually stopped playing it so I don't get spoiled for like the ending or anything. So that's going to be Will, Matt, Chad. I just combined Calf and Chad's name to be Chav. And I'm like, Chad and Calf. The four of us... Not Chav.
Howled.
The four of us are playing Baldur's Gate together soon. Matt's going to be Garl the Paladin.
You all must be cleansed of sin.
Oh.
Chad's probably going to be a cleric. Calf's probably going to be a druid, and I'm going to be a bard.
You most of all, full of sin. Just let me show you on this sin chart.
Well, see, here's the thing, Matt. Depending on how much you put into charisma, I might go into another class just so we have some more skill diversity. But
Probably actually won't, because most of my stuff doesn't actually get better the more charisma I have.
perfect then. I am going full out charisma bard, charisma int bard again then. Then on Sunday, Sunhaven Sunday, it's a farming sim day. It has Will, it has Sarah, it has Aubrey, it has Emily. We're playing a lovely farming sim called Sunhaven. We've made it to an elf village. I have a pet frogfish that brings me more joy than it has any right to. And yeah, that's on Sunday. We're going to be finishing off the Elf City story and probably getting started on Monster Town. Then on Monday, of course, we have the Strength of Thousands AP, the show where you can see McKenna, myself, Sarah, and Zoe playing through the Strength of Thousands adventure path, GM'd by the always illustrious, always well-mannered, and very charitable Matthew.
What you say about me, you take it back.
Then on Tuesday we have our Star. I almost called it Starfinder. We have our Starfield Tuesday stream. I'm working towards building the Starfinder Pathfinder Society ships in Starfield. It's totally doable. I have a plan for it. I just need to make 2 million credits in order to afford it. And I'm doing that with space piracy. Alessandra's a space pirate in that universe. As she should.
For her.
Mhm.
Good for her.
Then...
Women in STEM.
Of course, every Wednesday you have the Wild Ambition. It's what you're watching right now. And why are you watching this show? Well, you're watching it because of the wonderful people that we have here. And those wonderful people will be introduced in short order, starting with someone who was not here last week, but someone who's always in our hearts. Abby of Abby's World's the stage, playing Dee Dee tonight. How are you doing, Abby?
I'm mentally ill. Thanks for asking.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So true, sister.
Nice, nice. I mean,
We love it.
TTRPGs often that's like a circle. It's a sort of Venn diagram.
Oh my
It's a
god, did you say
pre-diagnosis.
Circle by Mitski? Oh my god, I
Yes.
love that song.
I on an unrelated note, I'm so angry that Hatsume Miku is going to Vancouver and not Toronto. It's going to be so hard to get there for that show.
My
even
weeb
listen to
DM,
Vocaloid?
everybody.
Not
Isn't
a
that like
lot, but I do every
A
now and then.
robot or something?
I'm fighting so hard to not be like, name 5 Hatsune Miku songs.
Are you going to feel free to gatekeep Hatsume Miku?
Right, I might.
Ruler of the world.
You, I believe.
What's the Miku?
So Princess
Miku?
of
You
the
can call
World.
me Miku.
Not
That's all I
this,
know.
not this, not this.
I
No!
know, as if you weren't just singing the fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion theme song over and over and over again into the mic.
Ichiba no hime-sama.
You know, I'm actually impressed you seem to at least sort of know the Japanese lyrics.
We're all weebs here.
Shy's
But we're
laughing
not.
because one time I pulled up that song at karaoke in K-Town,
Oh,
expecting their lyrics in Romanji, and they weren't. They were in kanji, and I just had to
Ruh-roh.
wing it. I wasn't
It
good,
was
but
beautiful.
I sold it enough that the machine thought that I knew what I was saying and gave me 100%.
Adding
Me
Me with
karaoke.
Just Dance.
Adding karaoke to the
Exactly.
list of well in LA birthday party activities.
oh no.
I want that.
Oh
now.
no.
That'll be
No,
fun.
no, 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 no. Hatsune Miku
love
does
karaoke.
not talk to British people.
people.
But someone who
I'm
does
so sorry.
talk to British people, we have the
You're
person
undiagnosed.
in charge of keeping all of us together. Of course, the person who made the lovely overlay that you see here, we have Matt playing Lorgar. How are you doing tonight, Matt?
Good. This has possibly been the second or third time I've introduced tonight. Keep it coming.
Has it been? Have I already?
I mean, you introduced me as Monday's DM and possibly someone who plays on Saturdays. So
Yeah, but we're giving you who you are in this show. I didn't say you played Lorgar until just now.
I am Lorgar, now a single parent of a small cat, which is still rather large on the map, but we'll deal with that.
Yes, I will deal with that in short order. Speaking of short, we have Shy.
Hi.
Wow, just for the jugular.
I think that's my favorite transition so far.
I'm just
Tonight
glad it
or
wasn't me
ever?
for once.
I'm short and chaotic.
I'm not going to lie, Abby. When I actually saw you in person again after years, I was like, I forgot how small Abby was.
Yeah.
You know,
I
everybody told me
always
when I first
forget.
got to AMDA that I looked taller in my pictures. I was like, are you sure about that?
But
It's
Abby,
because your pictures are so model-esque.
it is.
You're just so hot, Abby, okay?
Yeah.
It's your
Yo.
presence. But speaking of presents, we are very happy to have Shy's presence with us this week. Shy is, of
Okay.
course, playing Darla.
E. And that's a rock fact.
It's a rock fact.
Speaking of someone who likes rocks, we have our connoisseur of math rocks, now connoisseur of slimes, McKenna, playing Honey Madeline.
Hi.
Slimes.
I think I have so many slimes. Thank you for asking.
Why did
you've
you
opened
ask?
a horrible door.
Slimes are the new dice for McKenna.
I think Cooper and I both heard connoisseur. For
Connoisseur?
a second. Instead of connoisseur.
Condom
Um,
sewer.
Connoisseur, like someone who's condescending about being a connoisseur, which is correct.
McKenna condescending? Never.
Who, me? Well, I'm McKenna Ray Tynan. I'm playing Miss Honey Madeline tonight. And she's a gunslinger, and I did the artwork, and I do TikTok at McKenna Ray Art, and I'm in a podcast that's coming out now.
She remembered.
I'm
Yeah.
on my own. It's magical girl themed, Disney Y2K era. Half of it is already out. The next 2 episodes will be out this Sunday and the Sunday after, and then it's done. It's only 4 episodes, so you guys have no excuse not to watch it because it's super
I'll
short.
listen to it.
Do you talk about Atlantis?
I can't say that we do. No.
A shame.
But speaking of McKenna's character in our show tonight is Miss Honey Madeline. And in the universe, Miss Honey Madeline does have an advice column called Ask Miss Mads. And if you would like to submit your questions for that advice column to be read on stream, you can with...
Oh, it's going to be read on stream?
Yeah, we're going to... I'm tired of making up NPC questions. I am literally just going to use the ones that get posted in our Discord, and
I actually kind of love that.
answer
Yeah,
them
me
live.
too.
Like, that's my plan. Just so you know, when you submit that, you're submitting that to me to give to McKenna during a live stream.
I'm gonna submit one of those "Am I the asshole?" posts.
Please do. I'm obsessed with those.
Am I the asshole for killing my ex-husband?
No, I know this sounds bad, but hear me out.
Also, tonight I am playing with Dream Glow Slimes, non-sponsored. I just think that she's neat, and I like small businesses, and
Hell
she
yeah.
makes good slimes. So, That's all I
Speaking
got for
of
you.
slimes, someone who's probably killed a number of them, we have Cooper playing Christine.
That was kind of a scary transition, and I don't know why. Hello.
okay, let's move on.
Why would it have
Hello,
been scary,
Discord
Cooper?
kitten.
Kitten.
Ugh!
Kitten.
Love you.
You did this, kitten.
I hate you.
I cannot
We're
let-
live on stream, and I'm
We're
doing
not
this
friends
bit,
anymore.
kitten.
We're not friends anymore.
Cannot
Who's gonna
Friendship-
pay your half of the rent? Who's gonna pay
Friendship
the other
ended.
half?
Friendship ended.
Roommates. They were roommates.
Oh my god, they were rude.
They were
Oh
roommates.
my god, they were roommates.
Literally roommates, not figuratively.
I know the story behind the woman who was say on the phone.
Same.
I saw her coworker who shared the story of what she was talking about. Apparently, one of the roommates committed like fraud of some sort or embezzlement or some shit.
Hot.
Um,
But,
Love that.
Cooper.
I'm
is
Cooper. I'm
playing Christine.
playing Christine, and I'm badly depressed. I should be on antidepressants.
That's yeah.
We love that. We want that.
Yes.
Seek the help you need, people. Take care of yourself.
I literally don't know how.
Seek the help you can afford, people.
Oh god.
I can't afford much.
Dream Glow Slimes on Instagram.
And if you wanted to, you could help us change that by sharing the stream.
Donate now to get Coop antidepressants.
Oh god.
Oh,
The stream
God.
has taken a turn.
I don't know if we can
I'm
if
going
we
to
can say
I'm going
that.
to roll the intro. Last time on Wild Ambition. Lorgar made a friend.
Yay.
Literally.
Literally.
I had to find the parts first, but
After returning to Gull Line, the party had some time to rest and relax. Miss Honey Madeline checked in at the paper and got a big old basket of mail, as well as some more information from Sylvia. Then, of course, Christine went back to the sheriff's office, discovered that some of the prisoners were gone. Slim was just like, yeah, they escaped.
Slim's fucking
Sure.
shady.
Yeah?
Slim Shady?
That wasn't even meant to be like a thing.
Uh-huh.
I just think that he's sus.
Shut up, McKenna.
Lorgar, needing some help with a magical ritual, asked Christine for some aid, and despite their tumultuous history with them, Christine agreed to help out Lorgar. After the ritual was successful, the party gained a new member in the form of Salt, a little undead cat that Abby, you did miss last week, so you didn't get to see the scene.
But was that the picture that I saw in the chat?
That was the picture that you saw in the chat.
Oh.
But in addition to that, Death was a young lady that had this like very nice hat and like curly hair. And around her neck was this like spectral Dremmer club, and the Dremmer club went into the we lost Shy, and the Dremmer club is what went into Salt. E.g., it could be heavily assumed for people who watched our last campaign that the Salt is Hecate being given
Cat.
a new body.
no, there's a little mummified cat with a almost like wearing like a football helmet, but it's made of like a little skull sitting on his head.
Oh, that is so precious.
This campaign was sorely lacking in like a little boy.
Though this is a little boy that can be destroyed. So we gotta watch out. Also, I have programmed in a command for hide.
Nice.
Well, according to the rules of hide, apparently, Will, you have to roll the stealth check for me and not tell me what. Oh boy.
Yes, but Matt, because I despise the premise of secret rules in Pathfinder
Okay.
2e, you can roll it.
I want to save this little boy.
Watch that. Look at that.
Every time I go to fix the camera, Shy comes back, but
Oh, Shy.
Shy's feeling a little shy.
Shy's normally
No,
not
Shy's
shy.
not shy.
Shy's not shy. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
moving
Yar.
right along. In addition to that, our party had some fun times. They got some rest, and while they were resting, Honey had a dream after
My
flirting,
bad, my internet decided to die.
teasing. I
Happens
think
to the best of
teasing.
us.
I think
Wake it up.
teasing's the best way to put it. After teasing Amber a little bit.
Maybe I just wanted to wear some fucking pajamas. What's it to you?
The T in
The
LGBT stands for teasing.
It's for fucking tease. Oh god, we're gonna get
It
canceled
all
on
makes
Twitter.
so much sense.
But I think that's everything that happened last time, unless I'm forgetting. Specifically, at the very last scene, someone came running into the bar, a dwarven figure, and said,
Yeah,
"Howdy,
some
I'm a
guy.
member of the League of Amazing Adventurers," and that's where we cut it. We're going to go back in time a little bit because we have Dee Dee and Darla here who didn't get their time off.
Time travel.
And we are going to start, not in this campaign, maybe Friday night. Well, actually, definitely in Friday night. But that's a later on thing. Anyway, we're going to start with Dee Dee. It's the day after
Yeah.
you've gotten back from the mines and the plane of Earth. Gall Line is a little bit more busy. A bunch of those people who were in that bandit posse have come back into town to basically get mining supplies because they heard the mines were opening back up and they're ready to go back to work.
Fair enough.
And so Yucca's Tavern is bustling. in what would normally be like a little bit of a quiet time,
Well, I better giddy on up and pick up a shift.
as you're kind of working, Yucca just like calls you over when there's like a break in the customers for a second. Dee Dee.
Hey, what's up, Yucca?
I told Maya that she could have the morning to herself, as it's normally slow. Yucca then points to the filled saloon. It is no longer slow. Would you mind going to her room and letting her know I need her out here as soon as she can?
Well, all right, I can do that. Unless you think maybe I can pick up the shift for her.
I will need you as well. This is going to be a all hands on deck deal.
Well, alrighty then. I'll be right on up. And
As you head back into like the staff area where yours and Maya's rooms are, there's basically like a door at the end of the hallway. Yucca also has their own room, but it's like literally like carved into the tree trunk. He kind of just like phases in there. It's very strange. But yeah, the door has like Maya's name on it. It's like a little college thing. There's like Maya, and it's like in like a pretty plaque.
oh, maybe I'll give it a little old knock, knock, knock. Maya, you in there?
There is no answer.
Knock, knock, knock. Maya, if you're asleep, I'm sorry. I gotta wake you up. Yucca needs you.
Make me a perception check.
Well, let's see. How perceptive am I? The answer is
Faintly behind the door, you can hear some running water.
running water. Do we have running water in
Yeah.
this building? Oh, sweet. That's great. So it's not the Wild West. It's the kind of Wild West. All right. Well, I'll give it another knock, knock, knock. Maya, I can hear the water running. I don't mean to be nosy or anything. It's just Yucca told me to hurry.
As you knock on the door the third time, it just kind of like opens up slightly.
Maya, your door is open. I didn't do it. I guess it was like that. Everything okay?
Still no answer.
All right, Maya. I'm closing my eyes and I'm coming in just in case. You gotta give me a shout if there's something you don't want me to see.
Yeah.
Let's start.
You open the door. Door closed. Do you close the door behind you?
Yeah, just in case.
All right. As you're like closing the door, you hear the water like turning off. And coming out into like the main room, wrapped in a towel, kind of like walking as if they couldn't hear anything. You can see Maya. Now, I'm assuming like you have your eyes covered and are looking at the ground.
Yeah.
Her legs look different. They're like a more olive skin tone, and you can see there's like little like brown splotches moving all the way up them.
Huh.
And you also kind of hear Maya humming to herself a little bit.
Maya, can you hear me? I can see you. You got that eczema going on there or something? You all right?
She lets out a blood-curdling scream that I will not do to save our audience who uses headphones.
Yeah, fair enough.
Much appreciated.
Thing. Abby, can you make me a fortitude save?
Oh. She got some lungs on her.
Yeah.
Hey!
As like she lets out this scream, you can feel it like going into your brain a little bit. You manage to not become stunned from it. but you can now like kind of like it kind of like forced you back a bit, and like through your hands you can see a little more, including the fact that Maya's in a towel, but
Mhm.
also the fact that her face looks very different than it normally does as well. It is still humanoid, but it has like what appears to be antennae sort of like coming out from the top of it from either side. And she immediately like pushes forward and just like slams you against the door and just like
Sorry.
brings out, and there's a knife to your neck.
Jesus.
Oh. Maya,
Hot.
are you all right? The door was cracked open when I
Dee Dee.
knocked.
Dee Dee, I can't let you leave this room right now.
All right, it seems like something sensitive is going on. I mostly was just coming to tell you that Yucca needs all hands on deck downstairs, but something tells me this might be a teeny bit more pressing.
She like kind of grabs you by the scruff and just like pulls you and sits you in a chair. And now you can get a better idea of what she's looking like. You can see that sort of like brown patching also on her arms and like forearms and kind of going around her body as well. Abby, you do not know, Dee Dee does not know what this creature is, but to give the audience and to give basically you all a good frame of reference for what they look like, think similar to, I think her name was Mantis in Guardians.
Oh, I love Mantis. She's
Yeah.
also new at the Disneyland park.
Hey,
But her physicality is similar to that. It has like the
Fair enough.
little antennae.
Mhm.
Okay, Dee Dee, I need to there's no good way to say this. I need to modify your memory.
why?
Points to her face.
So what?
Dee Dee said, "Okay, and."
Dee Dee,
Yeah,
I love and adore you, but it is dangerous if people know that I'm not. And then she goes back to like the Maya as an elf, standing in front of you again.
I mean, I won't tell.
Make me either a diplomacy or deception check, depending on how you're.
Diplomacy. I'm telling the complete truth. Her business is her own.
Fair enough.
I just need someone to help me on the shift. Oh, damn it.
Uh,
Well, let me see. Let me quick check my feet, see if there's
So I
anything that can
believe
help.
We did get a number of hero
you
points
did
in
get
the
a
chat.
bonus hero point at the start of the session too.
Ooh. Da. Come on. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use me a hero point
Hero
for
point.
that.
All
A
right.
hero point.
I believe you do have an extra one thanks to the chat.
Hell yeah, let's go.
50.
God damn it.
I mean,
Well,
that's
let's
better. She just
Drink
kind of
this.
like looks at you for a few moments. You won't tell a soul.
No, I won't tell us all. Your business is your own. I mostly just need help on the floor downstairs.
All right. I will. You're taking this much better than I thought anyone would, to be honest with you, and I'm very appreciative of that, Dee Dee.
Yeah, no problem. I mean,
Um,
Can I ask what species are you?
she kind of chuckles. It's like, unfortunately, I don't think you will have ever heard of me. Oh boy. Okay. Dee Dee. So, we're on a planet. Right
Hi.
now. All right.
So true.
And there are
In a
other
society.
there are other planets that exist.
Yeah.
I am from one of those planets.
Well, that's all right.
Okay, this is good. I suppose my species would technically be called a Lashantan, specifically a Demaya Lashantan.
Nice.
Is
That
that why
sounds
her
real
name
pretty
is
like.
Maya?
She's not good at her cover name.
Yeah.
Good for
Blame
her.
the character, Will.
Yeah, I
Blame
do.
the
I am
character.
blaming the character. Um,
So I would love to sit down and ask you more about your home
but
and all that eventually.
but yes, we have work to do.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you're wondering, Dee, you know how I do that thing where I kind of guess what people want to order?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my species, we have a general sort of telepathy to ourselves. So I just kind of hear what they're thinking and make it.
Wow.
How about that?
It's why Honey scares me so much. Her inner monologue is so different than her outward appearance.
Two-faced.
Really?
That's my sister.
It is terrifying. Like absolute sweetheart outside, bloody murderous venomous person inside monologue. Incredibly scary.
You leave Honey alone. That's my sister.
Now, I don't mean to like insinuate that you don't know how your own talents work, but are you sure you're in the right mind? We're talking about Honey Madeline, right?
Yes.
As sweet as honey.
She outwardly incredibly sweet, inner monologue, the most intrusive of intrusive thoughts.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll have to keep that in mind and work accordingly. Like I ain't one to gossip, but I do work with her every now and then. So,
I
knowing
know,
that, I
it's just
guess I need to be cautious.
you know now, so I figured I would just tell you why I'm always like kind of pushing off her tables onto you. That's why she legitimately scares me.
Oh well. Well, I'll be happy to jump on her tables for you.
Thank you. But we need to get to work, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. And yeah, the two of you get out there and you start waiting tables. Maya is like on point. She is like tossing you drinks and like people are like getting them quickly, and it's a really really good business day. Darla,
Business, business, business.
Yes.
during that day of downtime, what does Darla get up to? And now, stream. If you watch the VOD, we made a bet collectively what we thought Shai would do. Let's see if we're correct.
Stare at the sun.
Da-da-da.
Worry about you sometimes.
See, and y'all, and you were like, "Oh no, Will, that's probably not right." Me, yes, it was. Darla, the sun is bright and hot today.
It's beautiful.
Looking up at it, it's a real big old ball of fire. That fireball would be a really big one if it went off.
Goodness gracious.
Uh-oh.
Stars, just delayed fireballs that haven't exploded yet.
Love that.
And
You're the GM. If that's canon, then we're fucked.
as you are staring at the sun, there is just sort of like a Miss Darla,
Yes.
and then turning around, you see Gimbal and Grumble just kind of standing in front of you.
What can I do for you guys?
We got you a little something.
For me?
Yeah, a little gift. We know you like staring at the sun, but it can be pretty hard on your eyes, so we got you these. And they hand you these, like, glasses-looking things that appear to be shaded.
She puts them on her head, but not her eyes.
You want to wear them like glasses, Darla.
Oh! She puts them on upside down.
Same.
I mean, I guess that will functionally work. Point up to the sun. Take a look at her now. You should be able to see her better.
Oh, wow, look at that. It looks a little bit different.
Glad you like it.
She gives them a thumbs up, and then just keeps staring at the sun.
As a Darla do.
As they're walking away, Darla just
As soon as they walk away, she takes them off. And keeps staring at the sun.
A queen, truly.
They hurt her eyes.
These two poor guys.
They're just trying to keep her alive.
Just trying to be nice to Darla and treat her well, and she just.
Absolutely not.
She's figuring it out.
The twins just kind of like slink away back home. They've been like, giving you breakfast every morning that you've been back. They've been like cooking, doing like any like laundry.
That's
or
so
stuff
sweet
that you
of
need.
them.
Yep.
Darla's just stupid.
Yep.
Darla's not been accidentally poisoned yet?
Nope.
True. Well, she eats rocks, so I'm sure her stomach is
Got a strong gut.
One of these days she'll swallow some malachite and
Ooh.
that'll be it.
Ooh.
And you know what?
What's wrong with swallowing malachite?
Good for her.
It's highly
It's
toxic.
toxic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you not see the whole Tumblr post about a certain thing made of malachite and why you
Matt, I
shouldn't?
was never on Tumblr.
That explains so much.
Yes.
I was.
This is
not
why you're not
allowed.
on antidepressants.
I was not allowed.
Honestly,
I was
wait,
not allowed
okay,
on
that's so
Tumblr.
true.
I was
The
not allowed on
to
Tumblr
depression
as a child.
pipeline.
What about as a teenager?
I wanted to be a Tumblr girl so bad.
I think most people
There are
that were
layers
on
to that.
Tumblr wanted to be a Tumblr girl so bad.
Yeah.
I like your shoelaces.
Oh my god, shut up, shut up!
No,
She
the-
That's not
lied.
the correct
She's
response.
okay.
The correct response is thank you. I got them from the president.
From the president, god damn it.
The
I hate it.
the only website I was on as a teenager somewhat regularly was AO3.
I was also on Gaia Online for like a long time.
We're just admitting things about ourselves.
No, for real, I would.
Digital footprint.
Me with
Digital footprint.
me with
I would.
me with Toontown.
I would never admit to anyone that I was on AO3. I've had the great fortune to never have been on AO3.
There was a really good Twilight fanfic that I read when I was younger.
I was-
William Banner.
I was on Club Penguin.
Oh,
Hey, Club
Anyway.
Penguin.
webkins.
It just keeps getting worse.
I've got the cheeky dog, man. I've got the fucking cheeky dog.
I'm so sorry. What is Darla doing with the rest of her time
What
off?
was Darla doing with the rest of the day?
Apparently, she's on AO3.
Darla can read?
She's like Anime Girl 102 without the I in girl.
She's using text to speech.
The only tags Darla looks at are rocks.
Darla's a Wattpad kid.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Edward, reach towards Bella and flex.
Ah!
Everyone in the cantina, saloon, wherever the fuck we are, can hear her and is just pretending they can't.
She's reading the OG version of 50 Shades.
Jesus.
She's reading that good old Shrekapad. He was an ogre.
Ah yes, the Shrek Outlander crossover.
He was an onion, ready to be peeled.
No!
Oh my god. What a terrible day to have ears.
This is what you deserve, Cooper. For what bullshit you were on before stream.
Kitten.
Shut the fuck up.
Kitten, do not make Daddy
Shut your
angry.
You're
I'm
not trying to
angry.
leave my swamp.
I'm Daddy and I'm angry.
Oh, Daddy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, be sorry.
So anyways,
You're gonna be
Darla's
so-
just
I'm-
vibing.
So sorry. I don't know what
I tell you, it's the later start time. It fucks with us.
These are my friends.
Please take the reins. I'm begging you.
Darla's reading
These are the people I
her...
willingly hang out with.
Darla has pulled out of her pocket her juicy hot gossip magazine about rocks and minerals and something called the Shrekening.
No, that does not exist in this world. I will
like
say,
the
Darla
Grove of
decides to
Olives.
write it.
I will say there's like a pocket geology thing that Darla can have.
Yeah.
It's
She's
just pictures of rocks.
minding her own business, taking down notes of which ones look the tastiest.
Oh,
Which ones do look the tastiest?
Kunzite, zoisite.
you motherfucker.
The lesbian
I
rocks,
know
yeah.
what you're up to. I know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
She sees a grape agate and it's over.
Red flag number 1. Is that why Agate's name is Agate?
No.
Okay.
Also, what do you think that's a reference to?
Rocks.
Steven
Sailor
Universe,
Moon.
duh.
I mean, that also has rocks in it.
It has gems in it. Listen, I watched Steven Universe. Did I retain a lot of it? No.
I sure hope not.
Well, I watched it with
Yeah.
Vic.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Pulls out a red marker, starts crossing out all the ones that she got to eat while she was in this rock place with
Oh
you
God,
guys.
it's like an edible bingo book.
It
And I
is.
ate this one, and I
And
ate
this
this one.
Nice. Darla, you can go about the rest of your day, doing so. That evening, Maya. This is all happening while the Lorgar ritual is happening. To be clear, by the way.
I really heard you say Vorgar.
I mean, he has a big mouth.
Um,
Hey, it wasn't me.
wasn't you this
It
time?
wasn't me this time. I'm amazed. But yeah, that night, as things slow down in the tavern, Maya just says, kind of like looks at you, and like is walking back towards her room.
I'll follow.
Yeah, you go back in there. She's just kind of like sitting on her bed. She has like a chair ready for you.
Oh, why, thank you.
So, door's closed. Bar is empty. I will answer as much as I can.
Yeah, so how'd you get here? Like, I mean, I always knew that people existed in the stars, and I hoped they would always come here, but I'd never met one before, so.
Well, I came here on assignment, actually. Initially, I was supposed to be stationed in Corvangeline. However, due to circumstances there, it would have put me in danger, and I may have been discovered if I was there. So instead, the body that oversees me suggested I come out to the frontier and collect information that way.
Ooh. What kind of information you looking for?
Mainly information on the council. Keeping up with what's happening on this continent. That's it.
Having fun?
I mean, it's nice here. I enjoy this. I enjoy Galtline. The people are nice, minus a few, but most of them are very nice.
Oh, that's good to hear. Although I guess I'm not the best judge of character, because I never would have guessed. Funny.
I work very hard to avoid detection. The only reason why I wasn't aware was because I was distracted by a little bit of personal. And she like points to her desk where you can see basically sitting in like what you would assume looking at it is a jewelry case. She like walks over and opens it, and there's these like modified sending stones.
Keep those away from Darla.
I know. She just walks one over to you and like puts it into your ear, and then she like kind of waves it, and just like some like music starts to play.
How they?
I was listening to some entertainment.
Is that like alien music? Or...
It's actually not alien. It is from this planet, but it is not from this continent. And Unfortunately, the council has made it very difficult to get information or anything from the other continents. They've essentially cut this place off from the rest of the world. It's why I'm here. I was sent to investigate what they were doing and keep an eye on things. Basically, I'm meant to be, for lack of a better word, a spy, I suppose.
Well, that's mighty nifty.
She chuckles at that.
What's your home like?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a jungle world. Believe it or not, it's actually people think that the elves were originally from it, but
Really?
they moved. It's why I take the form of an elf, because it's the culture that I'm most familiar with, albeit an ancient version of the culture, but I'm still familiar with it.
Well, all right. That's why they always got the otherworldly air about them, I suppose.
Yes, they made gates that could walk through to different planets.
What happened to the gates?
Many of them fell into disrepair. Some of them are still active and working, but you have to find them. Mostly, though, people travel by ship these days. It's how I got here.
Where's your ship now?
It's on the other continent. It's with a benefactor of the organization I work for.
Well, that's cool. So,
Yes.
are you like stuck here, or could you go home whenever?
I'm currently stuck here. After, the Civil War, the council really turned up the isolationist ideals, and a number of the council members enacted some magics that quite literally severed this and made it impossible for you to enter or leave it.
Why?
I don't know. That's partially why I'm here. I've been trying to figure it out.
Well, if you ever need any assistance in the discovering of these secrets, I'd be happy to help, because I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about any Civil War until I got here and people started talking about it. I mean, I lived in the swamp. It was pretty isolating, to be honest with you.
That's fair. If you ever come across any information you think would be worth sharing, feel free to do so. It would help me out a lot.
Absolutely. But really, make sure you keep those stones away from Darla. She will swallow them.
I keep them in this jewelry box for a reason.
It's a really mighty fine jewelry box.
Yes. One of the few things I brought with me. Close enough to craftsmanship. Close enough to craftsmanship from this world that it doesn't stick out too much.
Well, it's mighty fine.
Thank you.
Well,
No,
I'll let you get some rest.
One of these days I need to record one of your songs so I can put it onto there. That could be fun.
Shucks. I would be honored. I have a mighty few ditties to share.
I always enjoy hearing your music, Dee Dee. It is
You're so sweet.
relaxing.
I'm glad. It warms my heart. But I will let you get some sleep. I'm sure you had a rough day, especially after the fright I gave you. My apologies once again. But yeah, feel free to come by my room anytime. We can talk, we can chat if you need to get anything off your chest. If you're feeling homesick, you can share a little bit about home with me. Don't you worry none.
I appreciate you, Dee Dee. Thank you.
Of course.
And she just kind of like lets you leave. You hear the door lock behind you, and then just like a thump on her bed.
And Dee Dee says, she's like, I fucking knew aliens were real. I knew it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Abby. When like Dee Dee had that like character trait, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Vindication.
But yeah. Dee Dee, you're able to get a full night's rest. Darla, the twins, like as dusk comes by, like as you like get back, they have like the dinner ready for you. Miss Darla, we made your favorite. And they point to the They point to the dish on the table. We add a little bit of rock salt for you to hopefully.
Oh my god.
Wow, you guys are so sweet.
You enjoy your meal. We'll take ours in our own room, I suppose. And they kind of like grab their plates and they start walking away. They slow down as they get to their own door. They're moving real slow, Darla.
Okay, bye.
You just physically, you can see them just kind of like slump down a bit as they open their door and then close it.
They must be really busy.
Oh, I feel so bad for those boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Darla, you can get a full night's rest, as can you, Abby. And this is now sort of where we're picking up from last time. The next morning has come about. The tavern, Abby, is bumping. Christine and Miss Honey Madeline have come into it. Darla's probably coming there this morning as well. I think everyone was there, minus Twitty. And as people are kind of like getting sat down, Dee Dee are probably just about to take Honey and Christine and Darla and Morgar's order. As bursting through the doors is a dwarven man.
Hey, careful with them doors. They're delicate. We just rehung them.
And yeah, they are pretty standard stocky dwarf. They have dark hair, dark black hair, but oddly enough, they have almost opalescent eyes.
Opal Empire-escent.
And they come in, you see them kind of like look about, and they make a beeline towards the table that you're all at. Excuse me, Sheriff? Kind of like pointing towards you, Christine.
Yes.
Sorry to bug you this early in the morning. My name is Candor. And they reach into their pocket and they pull out a badge. Ranger, League of Amazing Adventurers.
They give y'all badges for being rangers out there?
Well, I mean, we are sort of the police and force of the territory.
Well, are you police or are you rangers?
I apologize. I don't have time to sort of get into the gritty of this. Sheriff, I need you to grab a posse of folks that can handle themselves, and we need to get going towards the train. There's been a slight derailment, and there's a worry of bandits attacking soon.
So he's not a policeman.
She'll look over at Honey after a big, heavy, heaving sigh.
Can the kids at least have their coffee first?
Listen, I hate to pull rank on this, but technically speaking, this territory is under control of the council and the league, and you are a subordinate of mine.
She's gonna...
So if you'd like to continue being the sheriff of this town, I need you to act now.
She's gonna eye this man up and down. Will, I'd like to in character compare power levels, if you will.
Honey, what does the magic say about their power?
Make me an insight check with perception.
Sure.
Is this where we left off last time? Technically, am I here?
Yes.
Okay. I quickly hide salt inside my robes.
Looking at this guy, he seems pretty grizzled. You can see on his cloak, there's been a number of like patches and stuff sewn in. It would essentially rank them as a... Technically speaking, it would rank them around the rank of a general. In addition to that, on the back of their back is a beautiful looking rifle. It has a sort of like dark ashwood brace that has a golden, just like a gold inlay and filigree going throughout the entire rifle. It's clearly magical, and it's a big old rifle. Probably does a lot of damage if shot. It's a sniper rifle of sorts. It's really cool. Definitely magical. In addition to that, there is the badge there. You would know, Christine, because Sim has told you, and you were given this rundown, that technically speaking, the League does oversee like policing of the entire territory, and their rangers are that force. So you would know that technically speaking, they are above you rank wise.
Christine is also not the type to pick a fight with people if she can't win and she knows she can't win.
I mean, it's questionable. It would definitely be a fight.
It'd be a little too hard, and I don't much like that.
Like I said, I hate to pull rank like this, but there's people in trouble and they could be in danger, and I try to help out as quick as I can when that's the case.
She'll roll her eyes at him and just say, I don't care about rank. We just got home, so I guess work's not done.
Can they at least have some breakfast first? No use doing shit on an empty stomach. They ain't gonna be useful to no one.
Eat up what you can. We need to get going as fast as possible.
Oh, brew and rose water, please. Thank you, honey.
Oh, darling, you can't think you're coming with me. And she will say this to Honey.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to kicking back, but you were asked to bring a posse. I guess you could bring everyone but me. You want to go grab Darla?
Well, when you put it that way. But...
God's help you.
You want to go grab Gimble and Gramble?
Oh, Lord. What am I gonna do with you, sister of mine?
I don't know.
I guess take you with me.
I'm curious how Candor is reacting to them being this openly glib about what is possibly an emergency situation.
Candor is Candor definitely is not giving Christine like the stink eye, but is definitely like doing a scan of Christine to try to figure out like what if they're worth their salt or if he should be going looking for other people.
Christine has highly masculine energy, so if he's doing a one-up of her, like she's sitting there with her legs open, she's leaning back, very casual, like it's like looking at kind of almost a college boy.
Yeah.
God.
I'm gonna look at this ranger and be like, well, you might as well sit down. Let me pour you a coffee real quick, because they still need to eat.
If you got anything, yeah, I'll take a coffee then. 2 sugars, cream on the side if you can.
Alrighty.
Mighty fine drink.
Listen, you know, some folks might drink black coffee, it look tough. I try to enjoy life.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me go round up a few people I know to be competent. How many do you think we're dealing with?
Small posse at the very least. Honestly, the numbers weren't really known to me. I was just told that the folks that were at the train could handle themselves while I go and get help, and I was the most travel ready after the derailment.
How long did it take you to get here?
Just a little bit over half a day. I rode through the night.
A lot can change overnight.
Yeah, but you got horses.
Yes, I have my own horse. And
don't need to brag.
Well, I mean,
Richie.
it was given to me. It's a standard issue for members of the League.
Oh, well. So that ain't your own, that's a rental.
Well, no.
The rental horse.
All right, but I'm sure y'all have horses here.
Yeah, rentals.
Yeah, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Shit. All right. That'll slow us up a bit, but hopefully then that will be fine.
You might have to go with a small group then.
Yep.
An elite team.
Was it just you that came?
Yeah, just myself. The other folks are standing guard at the train.
Damn.
What's your name again?
Ah, sorry, I apologize. Name's Candor.
Dang.
Um,
Oh, well.
last name doesn't matter all that much.
See, now that sounds suspicious. Now I'm gonna need you to tell me your last name.
When you say it like that, it does
Yeah,
sound
that's
like
fair.
it matters.
Candor just kind of like, it's just kind of like a grumble and says, Candor Glint.
Is that a name
Fair
we
enough.
recognize? Do I need to roll for that?
If you want, you can make a society check. That could be a name that you could recognize.
Not today. Not with an 11.
Honey's not recognizing this name. Doesn't ring a bell.
I got some biscuits and gravy for y'all. And I put them on the table.
Thank you
Scrumptious.
kindly.
Honey, taking a look at that rifle, it is a real nice piece.
I don't use rifles.
I know, but it's very nice.
Wiggles my eyebrows cutely.
All right. Y'all lead up. I'm going to... Sheriff, meet me outside once you got some folks. I'm going to go and take down my horse, and since we're going to go on foot.
All right.
Sheriff, if you're gonna ask me now so I can get Maya to cover my shift.
Were you interested?
The only other thing I got going on is my shift.
Well, fuck me. I didn't think you'd ever come anywhere with me again after what happened last time.
No. I'm all about second chances.
Aw.
All right. You're hired.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Maya, I got another favor to ask. Sorry about this, but
I'll take care of it. I overheard.
thanks, darling.
If you can just finish off that table, I'll appreciate it. And she
Absolutely.
starts taking over the other ones.
Suppose we could procure horses anywhere. Half a day's ride is like
A day's travel.
a full day's walk and then some. By that point, the whole train's gonna be back on the rails anyway. But I suppose if it's captain's orders, excuse me, ranger's orders, it's clear to everyone at the table Honey has a problem with authority when that authority figure is not Christine.
Christine has a problem with authority when that authority figure is not Christine.
Fair enough.
There's a bit to unpack there, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not that much to unpack there. It's pretty straightforward facts about Honey Madeline.
Honey, you get a message in your head.
Uh-oh.
You get a message from Alec asking you to come over to the general store quickly.
oh,
Alex asking me to pop over to the general store. I'll ask him if he has any horses available. Good lord.
That'll be probably for the best. Thank you, doll.
I'll meet you out by gates.
Sounds good.
Fair enough. All right.
All right.
Meet you back with your crack team of elite people. What's going on with Alec?
As you make your way to the general store, the front door it was locked, but they're familiar. The homunculus just kind of flies down and unlocks it for you. Honey, sorry to bug you like that.
Sure. Not
Um,
every day you get fancy messages in your head.
I
Here we are.
Twitty's not around. I left them a note, but I'm heading out of town
Mm-hmm.
for a little while, going on one of those camping trips. And if you see Twitty, can you just let them know I need them to mind the shop for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't know where they are, but sure. Alec, do we have horses yet?
It's funny you should say that.
Is it?
Not yet, because shipment hasn't come. It was coming in on the train. But with the new mine opening up, there's been a lot of business coming through, and I was able to procure more less essential goods and more comfortable goods.
Well, I'm sure I'll appreciate that when they're actually here.
I think Sylvia was planning on getting you one as a thank you. Yeah.
Oh, she's so sweet. Unfortunately, we need him now. The ranger showed up and is asking us to go help a train that derailed.
Ranger, League. Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Fair enough.
Pulling up with their big fancy horses and their big fancy
Yeah,
guns.
those guys are assholes.
Thank you. I wasn't trying to be that rude. I was trying to be a little rude. Just as like a treat. Let him know he wasn't welcome. But good lord.
Absolutely. Just an occupying army that pushes the council's will on the everyday people.
Honestly, trying to come up in here like, you're a territory of the council, as if we haven't been self-sufficient for years, as if the council has ever given us anything but trouble. Anyway, that's my rant for the morning. I had to chug my coffee.
Be very careful around them.
You know anything specific, or
not
just
about
in
them,
general?
but I know that folks from the League can be mighty dangerous when given the opportunity.
Sound like blowhards to me, but you didn't hear me say that.
Make me a perception check.
It's a 13.
That's enough to notice it, but like as he's saying that, you notice him kind of glance back towards the painting of his wife.
Oh,
Involved with the League?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. Didn't end well for either of us.
No, not if the League was involved with the council. Apologies again. Regardless, I will tread lightly as ever, light as a feather. You know me.
Thank you kindly, honey. I appreciate it. I'm going to get packed up. It sounds like you got some work to do. Here, and they kind of like walk back as a thank you for coming out here. And he just kind of like hands you a sack.
Oh?
It's a set of, like I said, some of those more luxury items. I have a little sampler for you.
Luxury items? Alec, you're spoiling me.
Charcuterie board.
Inside are 20 bullets. They are for your pistol. And they are divided into groups of 4. Each set of 4 does a different, basically, elemental type of damage.
Oh, fancy.
So there should be 4 fire, lightning, cold, force, and thunder, or sonic damage.
Lightning and thunder.
Yes.
Don't mind if I do.
Otherwise, it doesn't change anything, but it just changes effectively the type of damage that the bullet can do. I hear the force ones can shoot ghosts.
Oh my.
There's no such thing. I'm not here.
I don't believe I've ever encountered a ghost, let alone one that I needed to shoot, but suppose if the need arises, I'll be grateful to have them. Thank you.
No worries. It's the least I can do. Thank you.
Well, hopefully we'll be back soon. I was looking forward to getting some rest.
And yeah, they continue basically packing up. You see them packing like a tent and like enough days' rations, packing their own pistol.
Is Alec coming?
Alec is going on their camping trip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Alec is going on a camping trip. Alec is leaving town for a bit, and he seems to be a little bit more rushed now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get the sense that Alex's camping trip is not a camping trip.
Make me a. You have lie to me, don't you?
I do have lie to me.
Well, technically, he's not lying to you, so this would be an insight.
He said it was a camping trip. If it wasn't a camping trip, he needs
it
to make a
is.
deception
It is a
check.
camping. It is a camping trip.
From a certain point of
From
view.
like a technical site, it's from like a technical speaking. It is a camping trip.
As someone who has been
The fuck
forced
is
to
technical
roll
about it?
deception for lies of omission, you should be rolling deception right now.
I
Play
will-
by your
In
own
it-
rules.
Someone's sort of like manners and stuff does not change depending on whether something is technically true or not. It's whether they know that they are attempting to deceive someone.
Yeah.
That's how lies work.
I will play by my own rules. On
I mean,
this
who said
one,
that?
And I will roll a deception check for him. No, that's fair. 25.
I will
to
play
your
by my
DC.
own rules, and my rules are I make
Why
the
does he have
rules.
a plus 12? Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I don't know anything.
You as Honey can get the any vibe you want, but you know, there's no concrete evidence, we'll say.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, I'm heading back with my bag of bullets and, solid warning.
Yep. Bless you, Shy.
Thank you.
We're going to jump back to Christine. Christine, so far your posse consists of Honey and Dee Dee. And yourself.
Who else can we drag into this? I suppose it might just have to be the party.
I wasn't going to say anything, but technically speaking, Lorgar was sitting right in the bar there when the person came in to talk to you.
Oh,
Just
that
like
makes it easy.
kind of like, I know I kind of owe the sheriff, but I'm also kind of trying to avoid locking eyes with him across the room.
Hee You can't leave this town without crossing my path, Lorgar.
That's only minorly terrifying. But yeah, Christine Lorgar is across the room. Darla's at the table with you.
Mm-hmm.
Do as you will.
So, Darla,
Yeah.
you want to go hurt some people?
Oh yeah.
I know you do.
What are we doing?
Some bandits come up at the end of the old Yukon Trail. I mean the goal line trail.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello, Shy. Um,
I mean, yeah, that sounds good to me.
yeah.
Is this for any specific thing, or are we just hurting these people?
Well, they seem to pose a threat according to our boss.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Does she?
But
Oh well, if you're going, I guess I'm going. Count me in.
all right, say less.
All right.
Was full on waiting for her to just say less.
Last.
Lays.
Salt's kind of like just like nuzzling you in your bag, Lorgar.
What a good little kitty thing.
Lorgar, as you've been there, Balti has come into the tavern.
I leap through the nearest window. Tuck and roll.
I open it before he can break it again. You could just replace it.
Just picturing that bit from Scott Pilgrim. Oh, Volty, he just left. Slap.
No, exactly that.
And beside Balti is now a golden retriever-sized lizard.
Not sure how to feel about that.
That's a very big lizard.
That is a very big lizard, and I have concerns, for lack of any better word.
To be fair,
Me too.
It is Balti's lizard.
Does he have it on a leash?
No, it's just kind of walking beside Balti.
I'm sure there's a city ordinance against that.
Yeah. Leash your dog.
It's not.
Leash you, Liz.
It's not a dog. It's a lizard. I can pick it up, and Balti like kind of holds it.
Yeah, but that thing could eat me.
I don't think it eats people. Mostly bugs.
Also, speaking of city ordinance, is it fixed?
I don't think it can. It's just kind of.
I didn't say nothing. I'm not in.
It doesn't.
I have fled this place forevermore.
Mr. Lorgar, I had a question for you.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Howdy. What is your question?
Should a lizard be this big?
I mean, nature is full of wonders, my dear friend, and I'm afraid I don't know that specific kind of lizard, so
Oh.
at least it's a good sign that you're probably feeding it right.
He just kind of like puts it on the chair beside you. And then also I have a small question. I was
Curious how you quantify it being a small question versus, say, a medium-sized
well,
question, but that's not relevant right now.
I was petting them. I still haven't named them. I have to come up with a good name for them still. But
You really should.
as I was doing so, here and like they like pet the lizard with one hand, and then on Balti's other hand, there's now just fire.
Fire!
Just
That's like
like
a dragon.
just like a ball of fire, just kind of like floating there.
Clarification for the DM. Is it like they pet the thing and then fire, or is it just as soon as their hand makes contact with the lizard, there's fire?
It's like as they pet the thing, like some sort of somatic action, the fire appears.
Ooh.
All right. Against my better judgment, I should probably roll some sort of check at this point.
This would be a nature check.
Okay, so nothing no more magical. With 30, not 20.
Well, damn.
Dang.
The one roll I've made tonight.
Lorgar, you recognize this as the produce flame cantrip.
Yes, but what about the lizard?
The lizard appears to be maybe like a source, maybe like a subset of the power. There appears to be some sort of primal energy coming out of Balti when he uses this.
I almost want to hypothesize that this creature may have slipped here from the elemental plane of fire, perhaps.
Maybe.
Or was its egg was perhaps laid near a font of fire elemental power.
And that's not the only thing I can do. I can and like you see as like he like scritches the lizard's ear, a bunch of like vines start to grow up underneath Lorgar's chair.
All right, well that kind of goes contrary to my original theory now.
Lorgar, you're able to deduce that there is some sort of like druidic magic happening here.
So what you're saying is, if I harvested this lizard of its parts, I could create an amazing elemental catalyst.
Well, as long as y'all pick up after it.
Well, I'm not sure what to say about that, youngin. That seems like a mighty special companion you've got there.
So it's them. They're doing that.
I mean, it's very possible. You might have to do a little bit of experimenting, see if you can manifest any of this here magical happenings without direct contact with your lizard, or maybe try 10 feet away or something.
I haven't thought of
Start
that.
small.
You see Balti like step away, and they just close their eyes for a second,
Oh, not inside, not
and
inside.
then the fire thing appears. Like, oh no, I'm sorry. And just kind of like moves their hand, like, oh, I'm sorry. And the firebolt just like fires straight up into the ceiling, and just disappears.
All
God
right.
damn it! Y'all could just replace that.
I'm gonna say, youngin, that until you have a better handle on this, one, probably don't try fiddling with it in other people's establishments or homes,
Sorry,
and
Yaka.
also perhaps try it outside, away from anything that might be important or that you would not want damaged or destroyed, or that might accidentally light on fire. Like, don't do it near any dry brush or anything. You don't want to start a big blaze or anything. Be careful. Be be careful. Really, that's just the whole of it. And be patient with yourself.
Okay, come on,
Yeah,
bud.
and be good to the little thing. If you treat it well, it'll treat you well.
Just kind of puts the lizard around his shoulder and starts heading out of the tavern.
Yes. Mission accomplished. You left. Oh, howdy, Sheriff.
Why, hello there. We have work to do, Morgar.
Oh, as always, I am happy to help with the community, Sheriff. I do have to ask, though, just out of curiosity, is this you cashing in what I owe you, or is this you more of a civic-minded kind of thing?
A little bit more civic-minded, but
That's fair.
depending on how you feel about it, it could be me cashing in on what you owe me.
Well, also, Sheriff, you might find this amusing, and Lorgar kind of just opens up his robe a little bit to let Salt poke its head out, and then Salt starts doing this little thing where he starts putting his two paws together like this. He keeps doing that until you like put a silver coin in his paws, and then he just kind of disappears.
How cute.
Yeah.
Well,
Look.
Var.
I don't think you should bring him with us.
Oh.
Oh well, I'm not sure what would happen if I went too far from him, but I will keep a close eye on him and keep him secret, and I'll keep him safe.
Okay. That
Also,
is,
if we come across any unawares malcontents, and Salt flicks out a claw and like draws it across their own throat.
oh, okay.
Well, all right.
That's definitely different than I thought it was going to be.
Also, I was studying the rules a bit more. They can actually cast the fear spell.
I love that.
It just looks at someone, all light fades away, but the glowing eyes under the bandages.
Well, Lorgar, with you and Salt, all that's really left is
Sorcery?
I
Twitty. But I don't quite know what a Twitty is this week.
Nobody
I
Well,
couldn't
knows.
resist.
I got a weird hankering that or an inkling that they will show up when they are needed.
You know, it's possible. I don't know, Lorgar. I think you may be right.
I mean, I often am, but people don't seem to believe me most times. Mm. And also wanted to mention, Sheriff, to you and your darling sister, I'm still getting my rocks in a row, so to speak, for that lucky ritual a little further down the line.
Is that so?
Because I think you or your sister would look just mighty fine with a bit of a lucky token somewhere on you.
Well, I'll look forward to it.
All right, Christine. I think you have your posse. Honey, it's at this time that you'd probably come back. And
Meeting him at the front gates of the town.
Yep. And yeah, Candor is there. And you just kind of see them standing in front of you all. It says, all right, well, we're going to be heading out there. Just got to follow the track. We'll come to it eventually. Let's get going.
Yep.
Yeehaw.
All right. Onward. And they start sort of like walking.
Yep. I think we're all just walking.
Yeah.
But Honey's not trying to make nice with him or anything.
Absolutely not. No.
So where are you from, Sheriff? Or not Sheriff, but Ranger?
Yeah, like, is that immediate or is that like after like awkward
I give it like a good
silence?
30 seconds
Oh, yeah.
of silence.
There's like 30 seconds of just desert noises
and
and walking. And then, yeah,
Bye.
Dee Dee pikes up. Core Evangeline, originally born and raised.
Yeah, never been.
Yeah, it's a nice city. Good place. Lots of good folks there.
I have to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Can I take your word for it?
I mean,
How good is your word, Ranger?
I would say I'm very good for my word. I'm a very trustworthy folk. There's a code of honor if you're a ranger that you gotta follow.
What is it?
Well, you gotta help those in need, do things the right way, and keep your eyes forward and moving towards the brighter days.
And who defines what the right way is?
Usually the
boy.
ranger's moral compass, but there is a council. Law of the land, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, that's how it works, sort of like your own moral judgment or the law of the land, whatever is first. I myself tend to stick to the letter of the law. It's actually why I'm coming out here. Initially, I was escorting some folks who are doing a story.
Don't worry,
for-
we don't judge.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was
Lorgar
escorting
side eyes.
I was escorting some folks who were going to be doing a story for the city, for the paper and the Gazette out there.
What
And,
story?
They're doing a story about the end of the Ray Gall line. They're trying to drum
Hello.
They're trying to drum up interest in the town.
Why?
McKenna, did you hear that?
What is going on?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
You all in danger?
McKenna,
Maybe. The lights
don't-
at the Lowe's just went out, I think.
lock your door.
What the fuck are you? Do you think I just sit here with my door unlocked?
Our door is always locked,
Okay.
except
This
for
is
when I wake
America,
up in the
Will.
morning.
Sorry,
And I
there
don't
was
lock
just a lot of explosions,
Oh.
Yeah, that was loud.
not
Like
fireworks.
it was too close to.
Oh, it might have been a transformer.
No, too many.
Too
Who
consistent.
Transformers?
A
Right, well.
Decepticon.
Another
Oh,
one?
I just heard that one.
God damn it, my nosy ass.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
The true drama. Mechanic, can we get a play-by-play?
I mean, you're hearing it. You're missing the flashes.
Oh, where are the
It's-
flashes coming from?
That direction on the other side of our building, I'm seeing the.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, that one I
Oh
heard.
my god.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell is going on?
The revolution.
God.
Yeah, watch
If-
this make the news later.
If only life were so charming.
Someone said, is it nearby meth labs exploding?
Listen.
Normally, when people are just setting off fireworks, the neighbors don't come out of their apartments to be like, "What the fuck was that?" Because we all know what it was.
Yeah.
But this isn't. I don't.
Yeah, this
If they're
is.
fireworks, they're not being set off where they're supposed to be set off.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm
If
sorry. I'm just hearing.
You're good.
I'm hearing people that are distressed, and it could just be neighbors freaking out. But I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry, y'all. What a crazy thing that is happening right outside my door.
What a silly little thing that's going on right now.
What a silly, crazy thing that's happening. Please continue.
All right. Yeah. Cander's just sort of like, I mean, yeah, I try to be trustworthy, I suppose. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second.
I also, yeah.
As Abby's madly looking at the news to see what's going on.
How did you know?
Yeah,
See it in
I
your
got
eyes.
something. Look over here.
I can see it in your smile.
If it's just happening, it's not going to be reported on that quickly, Matt.
To be
Might be
fair,
on
this could be
Twitter.
the tail end of something that was already happening.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, Candors keep walking. Does Dee Dee say anything else while they're traveling, or does it just go back to that like silence?
Got any family?
Not anymore. Ma and Dad passed away some years ago. Grandpappy passed away before that, and I've not found anyone to start one with, and I don't really know if I want to. My
Yeah, fair
family's
enough.
not had good luck with romance.
Oh, really? Do share. There sounds like some stories there. Where's your family originally from?
Originally from the Opal Empire. Father fell
That's one of them other continent places,
Yeah.
right?
across the sea, old world.
Oh, wait.
My father had a stint with someone far above his station. My grandfather had a stint with someone far above his station. And since then, we ain't had much luck for romance. At least first loves. Second or third sometimes works out, so.
What's the definition of far above a station?
My
There's a
understanding-
story there. I want to hear it.
My understanding is that she was literally a god in humanoid form.
Okay, Cassandra.
Happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us.
Becoming a god?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know much about my family's history. It was never really shared with me.
Ever thought about taking a trip back to the Opal Empire to maybe learn some more?
I have my home here, and besides, heading to the old world's against council rules, so.
Did they ever say why? I'll be honest, I didn't know about this whole Civil War thing until like the past year or so living in the swamp. It's very isolating.
Well, I mean, I fought in it. I was a general. Not throughout the entire war, but for most of it. I did well at the. I did well for myself at the Battle of Grom's Watch, and I got myself a number of accolades and moved up through the ranks. Decided to stick in that line of work and became a ranger.
You never curious about your family?
From time to time, but you know what they say, family's only good for as long as it's around you.
True, but there's something to know in the history of like your culture and stuff like that, even if you didn't have any immediate roots to it. Sometimes it's good to be curious about that kind of thing and maybe learn a little bit. Like, I don't mean to like infer you have any strong opinions on the matter one way or another, but like, doesn't it ever bother you that the council has basically banned you from learning about your family back on the other continent, or even like trying to see any like what great cousins or anything?
Honestly, not in the slightest. The Civil War taught me anything. It's that outside influence causes a lot more problems than us being cut off.
Yeah, it's each their own. I can't say I have much desire to travel that far anyway, but
See?
it's curious.
We got everything we need here. Good people, good morals, good world. Besides, I hear the rest of the world's a mess. Lots of wars. Almost ending because of some folks worshiping the light.
I'll tell you, this is what happens when people stray from simple respect for the Earth Mother and all its glorious bounties.
Exactly.
Low-key, Dee Dee thinks about how much Darla's been staring at the sun recently, and she's like, suspicious.
Lorgar the trad wife.
I don't even know what that means.
Be grateful that you don't.
I
All right.
want to explain it to you so bad.
As you are all traveling, you do make good time, but
Oh.
eventually it comes
Boy.
time for you to camp for the night. Candor kind of like gets things set up. They have like a pretty basic tent for themselves. I can get us a sentry to keep watch of the camp if we all want to rest. It'll just take me a moment.
Sounds good to
Alright,
me.
we can keep watch.
All right.
Petey's already asleep.
Candor takes out from his pocket a what appears to be a little metal horse figurine. He puts it on the ground, taps the head of it, and then suddenly it's a full horse. Made out of metal.
Might have been nice to carry our stuff.
Mr. Rent-A-Horse.
Yeah, the horse is just kind of like patrols the camp on the outside. All right.
I'm just imagining the horse from Tangled.
Maximus.
Yeah.
Does the horse not need to sleep?
The
Yeah.
horse is a construct.
A horse is here.
All right. Hold on. What kind of construct are we talking about here?
A metal construct. Artificy.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I don't hold truck with that. I do not know.
Much more practical than an actual horse.
Mm,
Doesn't tire.
yeah, doesn't breathe.
Doesn't breathe.
Does it like carrots?
Doesn't eat. I mean, it doesn't eat, so I don't know if it would.
Here,
That's
little
fair.
horsey. You want to try a carrot?
You notice that it actually like has no mouth. It just has like a speaker.
And it
Oh,
must
God!
scream.
Oh, I do not like that.
Does not help us.
Jesus.
Attention!
I don't even worship Desna. Oh my god.
Please insert carrot or select
Oh,
payment
bad.
type.
Oh, bad.
Insert carrot where?
I know.
Insert
Faith.
carrot or select payment type. Use pin pad to complete transaction.
It asks for a tip at the end of its shift.
Would you like a receipt or an email?
It's like a receipt or a sending. But yeah, the horse is just kind of like patrolling the outside of the camp.
I'll also take a night watch shift just in case.
Fair
Thing's
enough.
got no mouth. I'm not sure how it's gonna alert us if anything's
Oh,
wrong.
it has a speaker.
You said it again, and it's worse.
It lets out a sort of like a whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, I hate
Charming.
that.
That's so awful.
I'm gonna take a watch just in case.
Honey, would you like some non-metallic company for your watch?
I wouldn't say no to it.
All right. I put salt in your arms and I go to bed.
Absolutely
The
terrible.
cat just
Thank you
kind of
kindly, Lorgar.
looks up at you, honey, and then it just goes like with its paws.
It really wants the coin.
Oh, Lord.
I pat its head.
It purrs.
Oh,
Don't question how it's purring.
I'm just picturing like the bones just kind of like.
Yeah, the bones are just vibrating.
Like, how crickets make sounds by rubbing their legs together.
Except it's purring by rubbing its bones together.
Under the wraps. It's just a little mummified cat. It's all good.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps
Looks up.
watch.
Looks up at you, honey. You can see like the eyes glowing underneath the wraps.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna keep watch.
Staring into honey's soul. Waiting,
What does
waiting,
kitty cat see?
Waiting for honey to talk to the cat.
God almighty.
She does.
What
not.
a...
She's not. The cat just stares at you the entire time.
That-
Just like,
That's not what I had intended it for. It was supposed to help keep watch.
I think at some point, Honey does point that out and says, "Weren't you
It's-
supposed to be helping me keep watch?"
its head just turns around perfectly. Like, it's like...
Oh, Will, you've created such a marvelous creature.
At the end of
I think
like
it's
my
cute.
shift, I go and wake Lorgar up and say, "Your
Yeah.
turn."
Just throw it at him.
Salt's head is on backwards, Lorcar.
Oh, hold on a sec. And Laura actually just puts salt on his shoulder, and his legs just go completely limp, and it's just like a bracket sitting on his shoulder.
Charming.
Sweet kitty.
I'm going to bed.
I give him a copper piece because he's doing the little hand thing.
Hell yeah.
Honey, as you go to sleep, you have regular dreams that evening.
Love that for me.
Um, and otherwise, the night goes by uneventfully. The morning candor kind of gets everyone up. You can smell like bacon and sausage and stuff. And Candor just says, I know y'all like your breakfast, so I threw something together while you were asleep. Let's eat up quick and then pack up and get going.
Sounds good.
That was mighty nice.
Like I said, don't like being an asshole if I don't gotta be. Just wasn't a bit of a rush, so apologize again if we got off on the wrong foot.
You know, I'm all about second chances.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems like a pretty loaded statement.
Mhm.
And yeah, you all have your breakfast and you continue traveling. It takes about another 3 hours until eventually you basically like crest the hill and you can see just down at the bottom of it the train. One of the cars is derailed. It's been pushed over. It looks to be like a passenger car. And you can see that the basically like the tops of the windows of it have been busted open. And there's a number of folks just like kind of like resting up against the train, bandaged and wounded. Candor, as he sees us, said, "Shit," and starts like running down the hill. And they're a dwarf, so it's like a very short, stocky person like running, which is very fun to see.
Well, let's hop to it. Honey will break into a light jog.
At the bottom of the hill, there's a number of like train attendants tending to like some of the folks who look like they had some like fighting experience. You can see like a number of like bullet wounds being like bandaged up. Candor rushes over to like one of the rangers and is talking to them for a bit. Comes back to your group and says, "Posse of bandits led by," and I apologize for my subordinates' descriptions. They're not the greatest. "A pretty boy, a kobold, and someone with a very punchable face came by and they took some hostages. Well, just one hostage, but someone who is relatively important. One of the star reporters for the Gazette back home."
Pretty boy again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Said they rode off towards some caves back down the line. They got workers here who can put the train back up. If you're alright with it, I'd like to give chase. If you can come help me, I'd appreciate it. And of course, I'll give you any bounty hunting reward that comes from this or any sort of share of any.
Lorgar is motivated.
I actually,
good.
as it occurs to me, I've said nothing about payment for this entire time. That you are all going to get paid for this. This isn't just me like commandeering folks. Like you're going to be given money. It depends on what we face, but you know you'll be given the standard league. You'll be given the standard league pay.
You should lead with that next time.
I have a question.
I have an answer if you don't mind doing it while we walk.
Are there any rules regarding anything we might find on these here ne'er-do-wells?
I mean, you kill it, you loot it, you can use it, take it.
Fantastic.
There you go. And yeah, as Candor and the party began moving their way towards a set of caves in the distance, that's where we're going to end it, because I think getting things ended right before this like little encounter will be a good spot.
Didn't even realize what time it was.
Yeah, we're getting there. But
I
thank
just
you
work here.
all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel and join us next time as we meet some new folks, see some old faces, and have a good old-fashioned Bandito showdown. Thank you all
Yeah.
so much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Hopefully there's no
Have a good night,
explosions
y'all.
next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.